We're in Denver, Colorado at EnerCom, the Oil and Gas Conference, and joining me now is Mel Riggs, the COO of Clayton Williams Energy. Hi, Mel.
Hey, Quinn. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. You operate in the Permian Basin and the Eagle Ford, two of the most prolific oil basins in the U.S. Can you talk to us about the success your company is having in this place?
Yeah, we do. We are in the Permian and we're in the Eagle Ford. We have about 358,000 acres between the two areas, so a lot of acreage to drill. We have focused primarily the last couple of years in the Permian Basin. We acquired some acreage out in a sub-basin of the Permian, the Delaware Basin area, Reeves County, and where we have now roughly about 85,000 acres, and we have the right to farm in another 15,000. We've been focused there drilling vertical and horizontal wells to the in the Wolfcamp zone, and that's kept us pretty busy. Drilled a lot of wells, spent a lot of money. And then over in the Eagle Ford, we have an old legacy position. It's about 170,000 acres. Going back to Clayton Williams' early days, as he entered the Austin Chalk for the first time in the 1974, leased and started drilling there, been there ever since. And we have a large position there of where we've got horizontal Austin Chalk wells that are sitting on top of the Eagle Ford formation. So most acreage is held by production. So we're starting now to prove up that Eagle Ford potential. It's a very exciting time for us.
Great to hear. From 2009 to 2013, you have more than doubled proved reserves from 33 million barrels of oil to more than 75 million barrels of oil. Talk to us about some of the key factors that are driving your growth and success.
Yeah, and actually the growth is probably even more significant, but because during that time we did sell most of our natural gas properties. We felt like natural gas was on a decline as far as the price, and so we began to sell off properties, and so that shrank our reserves somewhat. But at the same time, we began to actively drill in the Permian. Most of the growth came in the Permian. We were in the Wolfberry play, primarily in Andrews County, drilling vertical wells, and so we just had a very active program out in the Permian Basin, and we've been able to grow our reserve base through drilling. We've also changed the company's reserve profile. We've more than doubled our reserve life over the last 5 or 6 years by drilling mostly in the Permian Basin. So it's been a very successful program for us, and we're going to keep it going.
Earlier this year, you talked about initiatives to reduce your company's financial leverage. What steps have you taken, and how are they progressing?
We had a plan to reduce our short-term debt. We had quite a bit of debt. Building our positions and drilling wells and trying to hold acres, we did increase our debt levels. So what we did, we had a plan to, first of all, monetize our Andrews Wolfberry asset. And we did that actually with a partner. We found a partner in GE Capital. GE's come in. We still control the property. We operate it. We have opportunities to increase our interest back higher in the property, again through reversionary interest. But GE right now owns 95% of the assets. We're running our drilling rigs there. So that got us about $215 million of cash. So we reduced some debt. And then now we're exploring the idea of getting a joint venture in our Delaware Basin Wolfcamp play. And we're talking to some companies, and that'd be a big project. We have such a big project out there, we need a partner with it. So we have been able to deleverage some, but the bottom line is we have so much to do, we're always going to be in this mode of trying to raise capital, no doubt.
Unlike your peer, you also own and operate 14 drilling rigs.
Yeah.
What benefits do these rigs provide your company?
Well, I have to say first, when the idea came along to get into the drilling rig business, basically, we have 2 board members in our company, outside board members that are involved in the drilling side of the business. They told us, don't do it. And Clayton Williams was and most of us, we really had reservations. Clayton really pushed that issue. He'd never owned drilling rigs in his whole career, and again, he's been around doing this for 57 years, but he thought the time was right. We have repeatable plays. We need to control our own destiny. So we've ended up with 14 rigs now. What those rigs do for us is, first of all, we think we get a really quality job. We hire all the people for those rigs. We crew those rigs, and we're able to keep them in certain areas where they're working routinely in that area, so they don't have to travel around a lot, and so they can kind of go home on a reasonable basis. And the other thing so we've gotten good crews, I think, good people, and that's critical because somebody out on a rig makes a mistake and costs you millions of dollars. So having good people is critical. The other thing we've done is use those rigs to take advantage of opportunities An example was we had a chance to farm out some acreage from a large U.S. independent in the Delaware Basin, and we did it by being able to move rigs quickly there to execute. And otherwise, I think we would have had a hard time putting that together. So it's been a great benefit to our company to have own our rigs. So.
Mel, is there anything else you wish to share with us?
Well, I think that, I think the main thing is, this is a continuation of Clayton Williams' career, basically. He started in the business 57 years ago, and he started really with a one-man office. And he's built and sold many companies over the years, went through all the booms and busts of all the different times. But I think where we sit today, we have tremendous opportunity. It's almost like a bonanza of opportunity that we have in front of us. And I don't think Clayton in his career has ever seen, where he's going to have 1,000 or more wells to drill. And so now it's just our job to kind of carry forward and make it happen. So keep an eye on us. We're going to do great. I'm excited.
Mel, best of luck to you. We wish you continued success.
Thanks, Quinn. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm Quinn Nguyen for OilAndGas360.com.